Hello everyone and welcome to Vlogtober Day 10. This is the 10th video, and actually it's the 11th video. Never mind, I lied. For those of you who have been with me since the beginning, aka Cookie Monster 316, thank you. For those of you who have just joined in, welcome. And for those of you who accidentally clicked on this, sorry. Cameras have been kind of blurry right now. It's like this ode to your unfortunate, circumstance if you've met with a terrible fate, as some would say. But today we were going to talk about Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last video, but we are not going to be talking about that because I stayed up late watching the Cubs game, and it's in the best of 7 with the Giants, and unfortunately the Cubs lost this game. They hopefully will come through tomorrow. You know, go Cubs. I'm from Chicago. I've been a Cubs fan since I was a little kid. Even when I, was in softball and when my brothers were in baseball and are in baseball, now they're playing, my brother who is playing baseball, he's an incredible athlete, and he's playing a high school team. And yeah, I like the Cubs. I want to see them win. That'd be really cool. But so instead we're going to talk about something that kind of irked me about the game, and then that got me to thinking about a side of baseball that we don't really talk about, from what I know, and that's the umpire's position. I thought it was interesting the way they had the cameras replay, and like the way they would look at the close calls to see if the cameras picked up something that the umpires didn't, and in one of the cases the call was reversed because of the camera, and that's good. It makes the game more accurate, definitely prevents bias, and makes sure to hold people to being honest and knowing that there's something that's going to fact check them and whatever. But at the same time, it takes away some of the credibility of the umpire if you're just going to have the machines and the cameras come in and make the call. It's like, this is a really important game, and you hired these umpires. Umpires aren't just random people you pull on the streets. These are people who are behind the plate, and they are making calculations in their head where they should be looking when this next pitch is thrown, where they should be looking when someone's moving, because they know the game so well. They kind of know what's going to happen. They have the 3 scenarios in front of their head. For those of you who are Steven Universe fans, it's like they're Garnet. They have all the paths in front of them. They can see which paths the next play is going to happen, and it takes an incredible amount of training and experience, and to get called to, ump for one of the, important games, for a playoff kind of game, for any sort of tournament games, and I'm talking now about high school and little league as well, but they call in their good umpires. So if you're just gonna leave it to the cameras in the end, it's that just rubs me the wrong way. It's respect your umpires. So that's just, I am a little bit biased because I am an umpire, and I've been an umpire since I was in 7th grade, and now I am 1 year out of college, and I've been umpiring for, so I was 13, I've been umpiring for 11 years, so I umpire for Little League, high school, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool. It's great job. Love it. Maybe I should look more into it and do stuff with it. But I don't know. Take a look at how unsung every single umpire is. Do you know a single umpire in the major leagues, in the minor leagues, in your local park district? Probably not, unless you're the one writing their checks, because otherwise they're mostly invisible. They are the people who walk in, make unbiased calls through the entire game with complete knowledge of the rules, and then walk away. And that's it. They stand through the entirety of the 2+ hours of game time, however many there are on the field at one time. Um, it's it's a physically demanding job, a mentally demanding job, and I don't know. I think it deserves a bit more appreciation than what it gets. To those of you out there who are umpires, thank you. You are making a fantastic sport better. And for those of you who are referees in soccer, or referees in hockey, or for those of you who are calling the rules, calling the shots in any sport, thank you. Like, sports are very important. I mean, if you look at, for example, deaf communities, sports are one of the huge ways, this is especially true of deaf communities in Japan. Uh, it's the way, like, it's one of the huge ways people are able to come together, and it's the way people are able to come together and enjoy an event together. Whether they're hearing or not hearing, you're able to watch sports and understand the rules and understand the game and watch all the action as it's occurring. The hype, the energy, it's all there. And you have the incredible talent and skill of the athletes and the precise calls of the referees. And you have the fans, and sports are important. Um, do I think they should be glorified to the point where where people are making, like, millions of dollars and stuff? That's not the topic of this video. I don't know. I don't. I mean, I care, but I'm not gonna say. You know, wherever the country decides to put its priorities when it decides, like, who it's gonna sort out its paychecks to, that's its business, and I should vote better. I should look into my government better. You know, I can make whatever calls I want, because I'm allowed to. So, yeah, but, I don't know. I think sports are important. I think that, sports officials, that's the word I was looking for. Sports officials, like, you guys are great. And, for any of you who have ever umpired a game or tried to, even, like, backyard stuff, you know how hard it can be. It's, it's kind of it's interesting. It gives you a new perspective on the game. It's also true of people, like, in competitive things like debate. I used to be a debater back in high school. Did pretty well. I'm not going to mention the numbers of trophies won because I don't want to sound too braggy, and I had to start a video over at 6 minutes because it was starting to sound too braggy. But uh, then I started being a judge, and oh my gosh, it totally flipped my perspective of debate because I see what made it clear to win and what made it clear to lose. And it's the same as being an umpire up there. It's like, okay, are they going to come up with this? Are they going to come up with this? Are they going to come up with this? One of these ways, something is going to happen, and we are going to have this clash or this lack of clash. And I don't know. It's interesting for those of you who are involved in any competitive anything. Try playing on the other side for once. It's a really great opportunity to learn about the sport, the event, the whatever it is that you're doing. It's a great chance to figure out, why did you win? Why did you lose? How can you be better? How can you actually call out the jerks? And all that other stuff. So, yeah, I think we'll call this a video for here, for now and for tonight, because, that's about all I can say aside from how have you liked having Twilight Sparkle's eye in the background looking at you through this entire video? How has that made you feel? Feel free to share in the comments below. Okay, so, yeah, go Cubs, and, keep working hard to anyone in Vlogtober or Inktober or whatever challenge it is that you're doing. We are a third of the way there. We can totally do this. Queer Cashier out.